I had a situation from a couple. I'm sharing this by their own permission. So this is what happened. It sounds quite funny, but this was what happened. The wife was into a business, but she felt keeping money with herself or in her own bank account was not going to be helpful, especially in the aspect of spending. She felt if she keeps the money in her own account, she might blow the money up um, unplanned. So she decided to ask the husband for his account number that he does not frequently use, for especially the one that he uses for savings. So the husband provided her with the bank account number, and she started making some deposits into that bank account. And after some time, she started asking the husband to, whenever she want to buy something for her business, she asks him to send the money to her, and then she buys. Uh, so he keeps sending the money to her, and as he sends the money, he record. He also sent her a receipt. Okay, so as time went on, one of the days the husband sat down and felt it wise to let her know her present state of accounts. So he sat down, computed, the account details, more of like the statement of accounts, and then he told her, "Woman, this is how much you have left in your accounts or in the balance. Your balance is still with me in my account." And suddenly she fled up. She was like, "You can't be serious. I have more than this." He said, "No." So what she was thinking she still had left in the account was even much more, almost tripled, the balance that the husband told her she had left. So she became so unrest, and she started probing the husband. Immediately, she started probing the husband. And the husband was like, I am doing you a favor by keeping account of every expenditure you made from the money or you deposited in my account. I am not being paid for this work. I've taken my own time out to ensure that your account is well recorded, well kept. Okay. And instead of receiving gratitude for the work I have done, you are now probing me for the amount I told you have left. And she was asking, how comes? He said, you asked for all the monies and I sent the money to you. Okay. So for each time he sends the money to her, he writes the description of the money in um, in the transfer he makes, and then he also downloads the receipt and send it to her WhatsApp number. But few of the expenditure or of the transfers he made, probably he made them in a hurry, because sometimes when he's in the office busy, she calls, "Honey, please, can you send so and so amount?" And he does that. So two of those transactions, he did them in a hurry, so he forgot to include the description. So he told her now, he said, I sent all the receipts of the transfers. I pushed them all to your WhatsApp each time you ask for the money. So check your WhatsApp and see all these expenses you've made that I am telling you about now. So instead of probing me, go and sit down and verify all the expenses, from your WhatsApp. Okay, you will see all the receipt there, and then you ask yourself, for each one of this amount I asked for, what did I use them for? So when she checked two of those transactions, the what do you call it now? The remarks or the reasons for the transfer was not stated. And so she started again in her probe. She was like, "So why didn't you write why I collected this money?" He said, "That is not my duty. You asked for it and I sent it to you. Sometimes I did that in a hurry, so I didn't remember to, or I wasn't having time to include all the details of why the money was taken. So she grew, she became so angry at the husband. And now the husband had to start begging her, honey, sorry, honey, please don't be angry. Honey this, honey that, because he needed peace. Okay. It was quite funny that the person who's supposed to have been appreciated for a job well done, became the person who was being probed now for the money he never spent on himself, or he never even spent in the first place. Okay, all the money he sent back to her, but still she is now probing him. Okay, so he started begging her. She even went to the extent of crying. Okay, she was shedding tears, and the husband felt so bad. Oh my God, what have I done to my wife that she's crying, that she's shedding tears? And he tried all means to ensure that he pacified her. But still, it didn't work out. It took her some time, some hours within that day, before she eventually, gradually released herself again to relate well with her husband. And now the question is, whose offense was it? Was the husband having any offense for being transparent, for presenting the account statement to her, for telling her, honey, this is how much you have left in your account? And she grew angry at him. Okay. So after he had told her to go and sit down, he told her not to probe him, but rather to go and sit down and check things out. And she took the matter so seriously. So she started checking and checking, and then she came back with a very low voice and said, okay, for this amount, okay, I bought so and so with it. So he was like, okay, so why are you probing me? All right. So this is where the point I'm driving at. I know the times are quite hard now. Every dime counts a lot. Every dime matters a lot in this time. And so we must be mindful of our expenditure. We must learn to keep record of everything we do, especially our expenditure. That will help us to budget our finances well. That will help us to budget our lives. The way we spend our money, it will help us to program our lives, to program, whatever it is you want to do better, because you will not be thinking you have so and so amount, when in the real sense, you do not have anything left, or you do not have up to that amount left. So it comes with proper planning, with proper budgeting. One thing I do is, for everything I do, I ensure that 99% of my expenditures are recorded. Okay, I try to plan ahead. I try to write so amount is designated for this, so amount is designated for this, so that I don't have to be caught up unawares, so that I will learn to spend within what I have. Okay, so I'm encouraging you that for you to live a healthy and a happy life, especially these times that we are, that you must learn to spend within what you have. And you can only make that possible when you plan your expenditure, when you make a budget for the funds that comes into your accounts. One thing that 3 John verse 2 says is this: dear friend, I am praying that all is well with you, and that your body is as healthy as I know your soul is. That is in accordance to the New Living Translation. Okay. The KJV, that is the King James translation, says, beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospered. Okay, so if your body must be in good health, especially at these times we must learn to do the things that brings us peace. We must learn to bring the things that brings us rest. And part of the things, especially at this time, is to know how to properly manage our finances, because lack of finances can bring tremendous stress to our lives, tremendous stress to our family life, tremendous stress to our work life, tremendous stress to every sphere of our relationships. The matter was almost becoming a matter of quarrel, if not that the husband handled it the way he handled it. Because why should she be angry at him? Why should she try to probe him for being transparent, for even trying to help her know her statement of accounts? Okay? It was because she was already having a financial stress that was plunging her into that state of anger. So I encourage you, please, no matter how much you earn, learn to plan within the finance that you have, the fund that comes in, okay? So that you can live healthy. You can have the peace that you desire, so that your body can be in health and your soul can prosper in these times. So it's a serious matter. It's a serious matter that we must learn to plan within the funds that we have. Okay, within whatever finances you have, plan within that and live your life within that. Make sure you don't spend beyond what is coming in, and ensure you also have a space for savings. One thing I say is this, that you must learn to save before you spend. You must learn to save. Whatever comes in, take out your savings and put it in the saving account first, and then you spend the rest. If you are the type that spend before you save, you will just realize that at the end of it all, you have nothing else to save. You have nothing more to save. So I beg of you, if you must prosper and be in good health at this time, try as much as possible to avoid financial stress. Okay? Financial stress can plunge you into deeper troubles, can shatter your relationships, can distort your working relationship, even at your workplace. So save yourself this the financial embarrassment by planning well, properly within the context of what you have. And keep proper recording of everything you spend, so that you can always go back and see how you have spent your funds, and know what to cut off next time, and know what to bring in, and know the area to strengthen, the area to weaken. Okay, so proper recording will help you guide your own expenditure, will help you have a proper financial planning. So I encourage you, please, do not end up like this couple. Okay, God bless you for listening, and I pray you will take this to heart, especially at these times we are. There is never a better time to do this than the times we are now. Okay, where resources are a little bit scarce, right? And things are getting more and more expensive by the day. I pray that this wisdom will be driven home to our heart and we'll take it seriously. So thank you so much for always being there to listen, and God bless you. Amen.